Take a deep breath. Not a forced one. Just let the air come in. And slowly go out. If you're listening to this right now, it means something inside you is tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, but the kind that comes from trying too hard for too long. Maybe you've been strong for everyone. Maybe you've been quiet about your pain. Maybe you've been pretending that you're okay, when deep down, you're not. And that's okay. You don't need to fix anything right now. You don't need answers. You don't need motivation. For the next few minutes, you just need to exist. There's a strange kind of loneliness that comes even when people are around. You talk, you smile, you reply. But no one really sees the weight you carry. And sometimes the hardest part isn't the pain itself. It's the question. Why am I still here, still stuck, still feeling this way? You start blaming yourself. You replay old decisions. You wonder if you wasted time. Or missed your chance. Or if something is wrong with you. Listen to me carefully now. There is nothing broken about you. You are not late. You are not weak. You are not failing. You are simply human. In a world that never taught you how to rest. Let's slow things down even more. Right now. Notice your shoulders. You might not realize it. But you're probably holding tension there. Let them drop. Just a little. Notice your jaw. Relax it. Your mind doesn't need to fight anymore. Not here. Not now. Life has a cruel way of rewarding silence with more pressure. You keep going. You keep adjusting. You keep saying, it's fine. Until one day, your heart whispers, I can't do this anymore. And that whisper scares you. Because you don't know what comes next. If you stop pushing. But here's something no one tells you. Stopping doesn't mean giving up. Sometimes. It means saving yourself. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't even need hope right now. All you need is to not abandon yourself. Stay. Even if you're confused. Even if you're tired. Even if today feels pointless. Stay. Think about how many times you survived days you thought would break you. Days when getting out of bed felt impossible. Days when your chest felt heavy for no clear reason. And yet, you're here. Listening. Breathing. That matters more than you think. Sometimes healing doesn't feel like peace. Sometimes it feels like crying for no reason. Like wanting to disappear for a while. Like being angry at the world, and at yourself. That doesn't mean you're going backwards. It means your heart is finally telling the truth. Let it speak. You are allowed to rest without earning it. You are allowed to slow down without explaining. You are allowed to choose yourself. Even if others don't understand. Your worth is not measured by productivity. Your value is not defined by success. Your existence alone is enough. If no one has told you this today, let me be the one. I'm proud of you for staying alive in moments that felt unbearable. I'm proud of you for listening instead of giving up. And even if tomorrow feels uncertain, you don't have to face it all at once. Just take the next breath. Then the next. That's how healing begins. Stay here for a few seconds. Let the silence hold you. You're not alone. You never were. And whenever you feel lost again, you can come back to this moment. Just breathe. You know, One of the most painful realizations in life is this feeling that you are doing everything you can, yet nothing seems to move in your favor. You wake up every day with the same questions circling in your head. Why am I still here? Why does it feel like everyone else is moving forward while I am stuck in the same place? Why does effort not equal results for me? This is where frustration quietly turns into self-doubt. You stop blaming situations, and you start blaming yourself. You begin to think maybe you are not good enough, maybe you are not smart enough, maybe you started too late, or maybe life just decided to skip you. These thoughts don't scream. They whisper. And because they whisper, they stay with you longer. But let me tell you something important. Feeling stuck does not mean you are failing. Feeling stuck usually means you are in a phase of transition, a phase where growth is happening silently, without applause, without visible proof. And silence can be terrifying because it gives your mind too much space to imagine the worst. Most people don't talk about this part of life. They only show results. They show success. They show confidence. What they don't show is the long stretch of time where nothing made sense, where motivation disappeared, where hope felt weak and unreliable. That invisible phase is where most people quit, not because they are incapable, but because they are tired of waiting without reassurance. If you are listening to this, there is a high chance you are tired too. Not just physically tired, but emotionally tired. Tired of explaining yourself. Tired of starting over. Tired of believing that this time something will change. And the worst part is pretending that you are okay when inside you feel empty. Here is a truth that might hurt at first but will free you later. Life does not move in straight lines. It moves in cycles. Sometimes you grow externally, and sometimes you grow internally. External growth gives you results. Internal growth gives you strength. And strength is what keeps you alive during delays. Right now, life might be teaching you patience, resilience, and self-trust. Lessons nobody wants, but lessons everyone needs. You don't see the reward yet, so it feels pointless. But just because something feels pointless does not mean it is useless. Many things only make sense when you look back, not while you are living through them. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you are supposed to be for the version of yourself you are becoming. And no, this is not motivational nonsense. This is reality. If you were given everything too early, you would not know how to hold it. If you arrived too fast, you would not know how to stay. Think about how much you have already survived without realizing it. Moments where you thought you were done. Nights where sleep didn't come easily. Days where you questioned your worth. Yet here you are, still listening, still searching for meaning, still hoping, even if that hope feels very small. Small hope is still hope. You don't need to feel confident right now. Confidence is overrated during hard phases. What you need is commitment. Commitment to stay. Commitment to not disappear. Commitment to yourself, even when no one else notices your effort. Stop measuring your life using someone else's timeline. Stop comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. Everyone you admire has stood exactly where you are standing now, feeling lost, unsure, and afraid that nothing would work out. The difference is not that they were special. The difference is that they stayed. So if today feels heavy, let it be heavy. If you feel tired, allow yourself to rest without guilt. But do not convince yourself that this is the end of your story. It is not. This is just a chapter where clarity is forming quietly. You don't have to change your entire life overnight. You don't need a breakthrough today. Sometimes progress looks like simply not giving up. Like choosing to breathe again. Like listening instead of quitting. And if no one has told you this recently, hear it now. You matter, even in your confusion. Your effort counts, even when results are invisible. Your presence here, in this moment, means something. Stay with yourself a little longer. Be patient with your own becoming. The answers you are looking for are not running away from you. They are waiting for you to grow into them. And one day, without warning, things will begin to make sense. Not all at once, but enough for you to realize that staying was worth it.